Hey everybody, it's Sean. It's early May here, 2021, and just wanted to give you guys a quick update. We've tried to stay consistent with these updates month over month, so here's what we got. One, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that's given us an opportunity to help them all across the country. As you guys know, we are now licensed across all 50 states. We're a national lender, and we've had so much success. So thank you to all our realtor partners, clients, loan officers out there that have given us a shot with their clients to help them in areas in which they're not licensed in. But we appreciate the trust and confidence. We've learned so much, but we've executed. I think we've brought a lot to some of the markets that we're not doing business in terms of improving speed to close, communication, efficiency, product availability. So I'm really excited about what we've been able to bring from a service level and value to our clients, but also what we've learned as well. So thank you for everybody that's given us a shot. Also, what I'm fired up about is we had over 50 offers accepted this week on purchases. So all the hard work's paying off in terms of service level and communication. But, I think that 2020 taught us so much. We learned so much about how to improve service level and execution. It tested us in terms of increasing volume. So we staffed up, we improved systems and processes. We're utilizing better technology. And bottom line is we've just learned how to support our clients, and we totally laser focused on the purchase market and how we can put our clients and our realtor partners and everybody in a better position to win and ultimately communicate better, execute better, close faster, and give our clients more confidence with our pre-commitment process and our super fast closing. So thank you for everybody that we're working with, and congratulations to everybody that had their offer accepted. It's nice to see the tidal wave of offers start coming in and offers getting accepted and closings happening. Especially through all the bidding wars we've been through. It's a fierce market out there, but we're excited to support everybody. And so here's what we got. So, I'm going to talk about application data. I'm going to talk about interest rates like we always do. We got home prices, talk a little bit about that, speed to closing and the improvements there, products that are coming back, and then we'll talk about appraisals a little bit. So first and foremost, purchase applications are up 24% year over year. The demand to buy a home is just through the roof. So I'll talk about that in a second. Refinances are down a little bit, flat, but we're seeing some massive FOMO, fear of missing out, happening in terms of some people that maybe didn't refinance last year or earlier this year when rates were super low. Then they spiked up from February to March, and then they've actually surprisingly and unexpectedly come back down. So rates are amazing right now. So if you didn't refinance, definitely get in on that right now. Rates are still amazing. We're seeing 30 years in the high twos. We're seeing 15 years in the low twos. So there's a bunch of different reasons to look at refinancing. There's no cost, there's no obligation. Also, if you have an adjustable rate mortgage, having probably the most success there in terms of resetting adjustable rate mortgages for our clients, especially in a lot of cases, we can do these no points, no closing costs, and we can just give you more security in terms of pushing back when the rate starts to adjust, lower your monthly payment, and lowering your interest rate. So you should consider that as well if you have an adjustable rate. Big concern with interest rates right now that we should all be paying attention to is inflation. Certainly that's been talked about a lot. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen came out this week and said, we should be maybe starting to consider, increasing rates and maybe changing Fed policy, although she's no longer Fed chairman. But the Fed said they're going to keep rates low. But I think, it's the first time government officials come out and said we might have to tame inflation with higher interest rates. There's a lot of stimulus money out there. We've done a lot of stimuluses, a lot of things to get through this coronavirus pandemic. Our economy's been surging in a lot of cases, and the economy's opening back up. Even sectors like leisure, entertainment, the hotel business is all starting to open back up again. So that's been great. We saw that in the most recent employment report. So, with inflation, that means, in my opinion, that rates will be higher. I do think we're going to see higher interest rates in the second half of this year. I think they're still going to be amazing historically. Like, I think we'll go from being in the 2s to the 3s. But we're not there yet. So I think it's a major opportunity to refinance or even buy. And I think it's a great equalizer in a fierce purchase market. Although you might have to pay a little bit more for a home than you thought you were going to have to pay, you're borrowing the money cheaper. So that's a great equalizer in terms of affordability. But I think the reason that the inflation is the real deal is because of stimulus. There's an oversupply of money, there's massive savings, and there's pent-up demand to buy everything. So I think you're going to see the Fed maybe change policy. And I also think as some of this inflation data comes up, it's going to put pressure on interest rates. So be careful for that. Home prices are up. We saw median sales price of homes reach a record high in March across the country of $329,000. Most of that was, the home price appreciation was fueled by competition. Inventory of homes across the country is down 28%. I know here locally in Massachusetts, inventory this time last year was around 12,000 homes. It's down to 7,000 homes. Now, last year at this time, we were in a global pandemic and nobody knew what was going down. We were afraid. People didn't want anybody near each other in homes. We didn't know how to handle it. There's certainly no vaccine or no vaccine in sight. There's a lot of unknowns, and there's less homes on the market today than there was last year at this time. It's kind of crazy if you think about it. Consumer confidence report showed that people that want to buy a home is up 50%. Okay. Now it shows, so it's kind of contradicts purchases. The MBA is showing purchases are down, but that means there's a supply issue, not a demand issue. Demand's actually up. People want to move. People want to buy. There's just not a lot of homes in the market, and stuff that's going on is getting gobbled up fast. So that means buyers have to act fast. You should be utilizing our pre-commitment process, getting underwritten up front, and utilizing our quick close process. We're closing loans in some cases 8 days, 21 days, 15 days, whatever it takes to put our clients in a position to win. I'll talk about that at the end, actually. All homes that were on the market, check this out. Properties typically sold last month in a record low of 18 days in March, and 80% of all homes on the market sold within 30 days. So that's fast. And there's a lot of reasons for that. Lack of inventory, also a big issue that's driving prices up, right? If there's more inventory, clearly there'd be more sales happening. Now sales are up because inventory is getting gobbled up so fast. There's definitely a little bit more inventory at the higher end of the market. I think seasonally you're going to start to see, especially now, generally you always see more homes come in the market in May and June and even April. I think now with the vaccinations happening, having success, and really kind of getting that process and system better and being open to everybody, I think you'll also see people get more comfortable, especially once they're fully vaccinated, in terms of getting their homes on the market, obviously going back to work, and hopefully returning to, whatever normal is, right? But in my opinion, serious consideration definitely needs to be given to how do we boost more inventory, how do we create more inventory, how do we improve zoning laws, how do we allow for more new construction to happen, and how do we figure out ways to reduce cost of material. I mean, ask any contractor or developer how much lumber costs or any of that kind of stuff. It's crazy. So we got to figure out a way to get more houses in the market. If you're a seller, you should seriously be considering selling your homes right now. Needs inventory. We need inventory. The market does, and obviously, certainly, you'll benefit from the opportunity in terms of selling your house at hopefully a record price. But that's what's going on from an inventory standpoint. I think what buyers can do, I think it's getting pre-approved, getting pre-committed. We had two instances where we had clients. I had a client in mid-April, towards the end of April, that I'd never even spoken to before. We talked to him on a Friday afternoon, and we were able to get their loan clear to close by the end of April. So we got them from actually application to clear to close in 8 days. Actually closing in 8 days. We actually get them clear to close in 4 days, right? Never having spoke to them before. Utilizing our technology from an income and asset verification standpoint, utilizing our digital mortgage application, utilizing appraisal waiver technology granted through Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, and then just really good, I think, experience and communication. Experience amongst my staff members. I have a really talented team, and also a great communication amongst the real estate agents involved and the attorneys involved. So that was a success story. Across the country in California, I took an application. We were able to close it in 17 business days. I'm sorry, 17 calendar days. A jumbo loan. I think there was a little bit of concern about hey, is this possible? And that market actually demands it, and we were able to execute on it and delivered a really great client experience to everyone involved in the transaction. So, but it's really important as clients, know your numbers. When you get pre-approved, it's not just a matter of having a certificate in hand. It's about knowing your payment, knowing your interest rate, knowing your program, knowing your down payment, your closing costs, getting all your documents and getting pre-committed. Utilize our pre-commitment program. The real estate agents we're working with love it. We love doing it because it allows us to get so much work done out of the way before our clients even have an offer accepted. Listing agents love it. Sellers love it. It just shows to a seller that this client's committed, organized, ready, and can close fast. And ultimately, it means to them they can get their money and eliminate some risk, right? Don't get disturbed. Don't get discouraged. I think it's important. A lot of people are having their offers accepted. A lot of times we only hear about the sob stories, right? Oh, it's so hard. I outbid. I didn't get my offer accepted. And that's real, right? But there's a lot of people having their offer accepted. Sales are actually up, even though inventory is down. And then just work with the right team. I think that's also super, super important. Speed to close is key, guys. I think I said earlier that the average house coming off the market in 18 days in the month of March, and 80% of homes are taken off the market in 80% of homes are taken off the market in 30 days. The average clear to close time on an application to clear to close in the mortgage business is down a week over last year. And how we're doing that is, like I said, we staffed up. We've got great technology. We've got great people, really great communication. We're laser focused. Our purchases are our bread and butter, and we are doing everything we can to get faster and faster and faster. Ultimately, my goal is to be able to close every single one of our purchases in 10 days and really just put our clients in position where our finance clients are almost like cash clients in the sense that, they're pre-committed and they can close whenever a seller needs them to close. And I think that's a great equalizer. We're seeing a lot of product come back on the market. I've noticed across the industry, what lenders like and what banks like and what those decision makers like. Home price appreciation and unemployment going down. We're seeing both those things. And also we're seeing credit scores improve, really quality borrowers out there. But I'm seeing lower FICO score requirements being allowed, especially on jumbo loans. New product coming out every single day, especially in our jumbo product set that allows for easier underwriting and less stringent guidelines. Higher loan to values are starting to, loan to value products are also starting to come back. 90% financing on jumbos, 85% financing on jumbos. So I'm excited to see that whereas last year some of our product got taken away, now it's starting to come back, which is really, really exciting and promising and allows for, with a limited inventory market, more product offering that we can have. We can customize solutions for our clients that maybe allows them to buy something they wouldn't have been able to do. It creates more affordability or allows them to increase the price range you're looking at a house or looking in different markets and whatnot. So super cool to see that. And then lastly, appraisals, are they a challenge? Yes, absolutely. So the challenge we're seeing right now in the appraisal market is this. Appraisals are set, the guidelines for those and the terms and the process for those is set by, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, and most lenders follow their guidelines. An appraisal is what a home was worth based on the comps that are available that were closed in the past, right? But homes are appreciating in some cases 5 or 10% right now from 3 months ago, right? So when you're looking in the past and there's low inventory, the comps are telling the story of what sold last month, the month before that, and sometimes even a few months before that. And we have to, from an industry standpoint, we're considering that, we're going to use the value based on an average of those comps, right? But people are paying for what they need to do to take a house off the market today. So in a lot of cases, low inventory, a lot of people that want to buy it, what can I pay for this house in order to outbid my competition? So there's a disconnect between what homes are selling for today and what they sold for even just a few months ago. The appraisal industry is not going to change their entire system for a moment in time, a 3 or 4 month or 6 month blip where things are changing, just like they wouldn't when all of a sudden things start kind of, going the other way. So it's a system that's made for the long term to create consistency and stability in terms of how to define a home value for lenders, right? So what are we seeing? I have clients ask me, what are people doing? Like, I'm not seeing boots on the ground, deals fall apart due to underappraisals because our clients are prepared. They know what it means if a house underappraises, right? They know that they either have to come out of pocket more money, they have to change a loan product, they have to change, take on maybe paying private mortgage insurance, and they're doing it because they know what the outcomes are. If you're going into an offer and you have no idea what happens or what it means if your house is appraised and nobody's told you what your game plan is, you're definitely not prepared. You're definitely not working with the right team. You should know that information. It will make it a lot less anxious. You'll go into it with a lot more confidence and be prepared and obviously win and ultimately successfully at the end of the day, own a home and close on the home and not have the whole thing blow up. But we're not seeing a lot of deals blow up on our end anyways. We are seeing some underappraisals. That's really what's happening because the market just hasn't caught up to what people are willing to pay for a house right now. But we have solutions and we're successfully implementing those, and our clients understand what's going on and they're going to the closing table. So that's what's really happening in the market. If you want to talk more and learn more about how appraisals work and what we're seeing out there and how we're creating solutions for our clients, just let me know. I'd be happy to tell you guys. We got a lot of practice at it. So, that's what's going on in the market right now. It's exciting. It's moving fast. Like I said, a lot of refinance activity. Love saving our clients money. A lot of clients getting pre-approved and getting ready to own a home. And a lot of clients out there successfully now getting their offers accepted, especially our clients that are utilizing our fast closings and our pre-commitment process. I'm glad that we brought that stuff back. I'm glad that we're having success with it. I'm confident there's nobody in the industry that's closing faster than us and has a more buttoned up process and system. So if you're a realtor and you want to work with us, we'd love to work with you. If you're a client and you want to put yourself in a position to set yourself apart from some of the other buyers out there and win your negotiations. We'd love to tell you how we can do that for you. If you're a loan officer and that you have deals in other markets that you can't serve, but you want to make sure your clients get taken care of, or a financial advisor, we're here to help all you guys. Hope this was of value. Hope you learned something today. I'll be back at you guys hopefully in a couple weeks here with what's new and going on the market towards mid-May and the end of May. Have an awesome weekend, everyone.